G'day everyone, how are you all? Hope you're all having amazing days, getting through your days, and thank you for joining me tonight. I'm sorry I'm running a little bit late, but we'll just wait for a few people to jump on, and then we'll venture on with the live. So the purpose of the live tonight is just to just go through a few little things with reference to the compensation plan, and just sort of breeze out some figures. I've already seen some people that have starting to calculate things, and it sort of looks like it's going a little bit south. So we'll have a little bit of a discussion about that, and we'll take it from there. All right, so there's 70 people on now. Morning to everybody. All right, so the compensation plan is, as I said yesterday, very straightforward in its methodology. We have 6 levels: affiliate, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and rhodium. So if we look at the affiliate level, for example, the affiliate level is the entry level, which is the equivalent of 200 USD in either Bitcoin or whatever of the coins that we've got on offer. So you would simply kick off a contract with 200 USD in equivalent cryptocurrency, and you would attract on a 13-week period, you would attract the rate of 10% per week. So if we looked at those figures at the end of 1 year, so at the conclusion of 4 13-week periods, you would have in your account for the investment of 200 USD equivalent crypto, you would have the sum of 571.22 equivalent cryptocurrency. So in reality, you've undergone 4 contracts over a 12-month period, made no withdrawals. It's $571.22 is what you'd have there as equivalent USD. Now, the reason why I'm saying 4 periods over 12 months with no withdrawals, at the end of the day, this is the best result. If at the end of the day, if you want to exercise withdrawals, obviously, that goes on from there. But in essence, what it does is it gives an affiliate level the opportunity during a 12-month period to roughly, if they didn't withdraw, with the current contract period, it would give them an opportunity to open yet another contract. So they would have 2 contracts running during that period of time. But for the sake of this live, we're going to look at 200 USD or the equivalent in crypto over 4 13-week contracts. Would end up with $571.22. So that's the affiliate program. If you stepped up then to bronze on a 5,000 USD or the equivalent in crypto, you would have once again over a year period. So you would open one contract that would expire. You would then kick off another one, kick off another one, and kick off another one. So that's 4 periods of 13 weeks. You would end up at the end of the year without any withdrawals, 40,786 USD or the equivalent in crypto of $40,786.54 from your $5,000 investment. So if we step up to the silver, which is a 13.5% return weekly, and we did the same thing. So we put in 10,000 USD or the equivalent in crypto, and let that run over the 4 13-week periods. You would end up with, again, no withdrawals, $94,865 for your $10,000 investment 12 months later. If we stepped up into gold, attracting 14%, you would then have to put in a $20,000 or equivalent USD investment same thing. 4 lots of 13 weeks go by. No withdrawals. You would have 219,439 in your account. If we stepped up to platinum, which is a 14.5% return, $35,000 investment USD or equivalent crypto over 4 13-week contracts, you would end up with $441,889 and some cents at the end of 12 months. And if you took on the rhodium package at 15.5% on a $50,000 investment, or $50,000 USD investment, or the equivalent in USD, you would end up with quite a tidy $824,271.35 if you made no withdrawals. Now, to these figures, you can now let your imagination run free. You can utilize the figures that are there and introduce your own withdrawal system. You can multiply them and kick over and start adding more contracts to these periods. At the end of the day, John, let's not make comment. At the end of the day, you don't know what the subscriptions are going to be. So let's not make assertions as to what it is going to be. Let's just listen, okay? And I say the people that are quick to comment, why don't you just stop and just listen, okay? Because you'll get a lot further with what we're doing. Because the people that seem to be gung-ho to make comments are the ones that are asking the stupid questions. So let's just sit back and listen, and we'll leave the questions to later. And if you ask any questions which are not relevant to this comp plan on this particular live, you'll be asked out of the group. Okay? So, Craig, if you can keep a copy on that, if anyone's asking questions that are not relative to the comp plan, get rid of them. Okay, so let's get back to this. At the end of the day, these figures that are calculated based on the current comp plan are relative to the basis. If someone was to come into here, invest a sum of money, at the end of 13 weeks, reinvest that amount, at the end of 13 weeks, reinvest the $200 again, or whatever plan you're on, these would be the figures that you would end up with at the end of a 12-month period. Now, we can turn around and say, if you do this, if you do that, or if you do this, or if you do that, you're going to get this. That's not what this is about, okay? At the end of the day, that's entirely up to yourself. What we can give you is the basis information, and with the basis information, you can then go on and start to plan your own investment strategy moving forward. The elements of this program are simple. You can have one $200 affiliate package. You can have $2, $3, $4, $50. Okay, there is not a maximum amount of packages that you can open at the affiliate level if that's where you want to stay. Okay, it makes no sense, but if that's where you want to stay, that's exactly what you can do. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example now, okay, which I want you to listen to, only relative to affiliate, and let's just see how this goes, okay? Let's just assume that on the 1st of August, sitting in my web platform, I have $1,000 US, or the equivalent in Bitcoin. Okay, I have $1,000 there. I transfer that over to our new platform, and I have a choice. I can then open one affiliate package at $200 US, or the equivalent in Bitcoin, or I can open 5 packages at that time. Okay, because that's all I've got. I've got $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. I bring it over, and I think to myself, okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open 5 200 affiliate packages, and I'm going to let them run for the 13 weeks. Okay, so At the end of the first week, I have 5 packages. Okay, so what I have 5 opportunities to withdraw out of each packet, out of each contract, 25%. I choose to not withdraw in any of those packages. So my 5 withdrawals, I don't take them on and I let them go. And I can continue to do that all year out of those 5 packages. And then at the end of the day, what I would end up with would be roughly 5 times $571.22 over each package. Okay? If I choose to, at week, whatever it may be, package investment number 2, week 2, wherever it is that I have enough there to open another package, I can then compound my money by opening another package, so then I would have 6. Okay, so on and so forth. At the end of the day, whatever you have in your web platform, which is entirely up to you, you can choose to either come into an affiliate, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, rhodium, whatever you have. If you, say, for example, had, and again, this is another question I got asked, if you had $45,000 worth of Bitcoin and you wanted to come into rhodium, well, you would simply transfer another $5,000 worth of Bitcoin from your private wallet into the platform wallet and start your rhodium. Okay? If you didn't want to do that, well, then you would kick it back into platinum, or open 4 lots of silver, or 1 gold, 2 silver, 1 bronze. It's up to you. There's no minimum contracts you can open. There's no minimum to what level you're in. You can have 1 rhodium, 3 platinum, 4 gold, 15 affiliate, if that's what you wanted to do. Okay, so this program is very, very simple, because the bottom line is that, and this is what makes frustration that people are making it so hard, is the fact that if you want to open affiliate, it's $200 US, the equivalent of Bitcoin. If you want to open a bronze, it's 5,000. Silver's 10, gold is 20, platinum's 35, rhodium's 50. If you've got $9,000 in the bank, $9,000 in your platform, beg your pardon, you can open 1 bronze at 5, and with the rest, the other 4,000, you can open some affiliate, and whatever's left over, you can withdraw it, if that's what you want to do. Okay? Or you can leave it in the package, and as you're accumulating money each week, you can combine it to, once you have enough to open another contract, open another contract. Okay? So it's very, very user friendly if you don't complicate it in your own head. Okay? So, but as a result of all of this, and as I've said, subscriptions are staying. So that's not a point for negotiation. It's staying. Okay. However, what we've decided is that in the affiliate stage, okay, it is unfair for the company to turn around and charge the same as a bronze or a silver or gold, platinum or rhodium, etc. Okay, so because obviously the affiliate level is a base level, and the affiliate level should not be paying the same amount of subscription as a rhodium or as a platinum or gold, a silver or a bronze. That's not 100% fair. And bear in mind, what I said yesterday in my live was subscriptions was changing. However, we were looking at them, and I would come back to you and let you know what we decided at the end of the day with that. So subscriptions are going to take or make way for what will be a membership to this platform. Okay, and each level will have a monthly membership level payment that will be required to be made, the same way as a subscription was, and this membership, there will be a benefit to pay it monthly. There will be a benefit to pay it half yearly and yearly. Okay, and with that in mind, as I said, with affiliates, Okay, the figure will be a minimal amount to allow them to come into the system and to allow them to participate, get used to the system, and build their crypto in order to obviously get them into a goal to move on to bronze and silver, gold, platinum, and rhodium as the journey continues to go in. So the only issue with affiliate, if you are going to have affiliate membership, you can have one. Okay? If you have more than one affiliate membership, you will pay the equivalent of more membership. But for someone that's coming into this program with one affiliate membership, their membership will be the reduced amount. Now, these figures that will be applicable to for membership will be announced by Sunday. There is going to be a benefit to save on your membership, and I will release that by Sunday. However, the bottom line is that the membership to this platform will be in accordance with the levels that you're in. Okay, now, bottom line is, if a membership level at Rhodium, when you're earning $824,000 a year, you don't really care. But the reason why they have to be phased is because obviously the affiliate at the end of year one is $571, and if you're charging him the same over a 12-month period, well, then the bottom line is that he's not going to be left with anything. So membership to this platform, or subscriptions, whatever you would feel comfortable in calling it, but it will be called memberships, will be announced by Sunday. They will be staged in accordance with the level of membership that you have, and they will be applicable come the start of this program. Okay. Now, a couple of things I just wanted to make mention. I've had a look on the commentary today regarding different things that people start to talk about, and I noticed in there that there was a chat with referencing to after 13 weeks on a bronze subscription on a bronze contract of 5,000, that someone mentioned that $3,450 after 13 weeks is not worth doing. I just wanted to say that I don't know what planet these people are from, but if someone says to me that you invest 5,000 and make $3,450 profit over 13 weeks, if there's anyone in this room that thinks that that's not enough money, I don't know what is. What I do suggest is, go and shove your money in one of these, 15% per day things, and you'll never get it back. So, this isn't a shopping trolley to the bank vault. This is a very well thought out process in order to achieve your growth the way that you need to, and with a good template in your own brain as to how you're going to do this. This is probably the most powerful thing that anyone or any marketers have seen over a period of a long time. Okay, and these things make sense. And the beauty of these is that these things give the company an opportunity to also make money. Okay, so what is the downside to this comp plan? Okay, well, I'll tell you what the downside is. And like I said, we're here to tell the truth, so we're not here to piss in anyone's pocket. The downside to this is that once this is coded and once this starts, the ability to change this is nil. Okay? The ability to run promotions in this is nil. We can't. And the decision was made finally after a long time of looking at this, is the fact that the decision needs to be made whether we stick with this and move away from everything we've all done in the past, or do we continue running around the block and trying to find the Holy Grail. And at the end of the day, everyone's tired of that. Both you are and we are. We're tired of that. So this structure, as I said in the live yesterday, this is a structure that you're going to see for the next 3 to 5 years, if not longer. But with this comes the inability of making changes or increasing rates, for a promotion. It can't happen. What the best thing that we can do at the end of this or during this or at any point in time, the only thing that we can manipulate in order to make this a little bit easier for people, I guess, is we can reduce, beg your pardon, sorry, I've got a really sore throat. We can introduce, rather than bronze to silver being between 5 and 10, we might be able to introduce a level in between that. But I don't think that will be required. I think the returns to these particular comp plans and the levels that have been brought to the table, there's 6 of them, so that gives people plenty of opportunity. And being that if people have done the right thing in the current platform, affiliates, there should not be that many. Okay, so, but again, that's up to the individual to decide what they're going to be taking part of. So, I've had a lot of questions already with reference to how these transfers will occur on the day that this kicks off. Basically, again, you will be in control of that. So without taking into account, potential people's balances, your balance will be whatever your balance will be. What you can bring over into this package is entirely up to yourself, or what is available in your balance at that given time. So, there is no one, or there is no prerequisite as to what you can do, but it is purely a decision that needs to be made by yourself based on what you have got in your web-based platform and what you can bring over to commence the contracts that you wanted to commence. I've had some people who have messaged me Jordan, can you just hold that question and answer that later, please, because that's really important. I've had some people that have messaged me and said, look, out at the end of this month, my balance is going to be, $100,000, and what I want to do is I want to open 2 rhodium packages, and the answer is yes, you can do that. There's no minimum. There's no maximum contracts that you can open within this thing. But part of this is, it's not rocket science, part of this is to basically extend your investment within a period of time, and structure your withdrawals in a way that allows you to keep building, which the more packages you add is the compounding part that you now control. Okay, so obviously if you got one package and you withdraw and you never have enough to have another package, well, your stagnant growth is going to be still great, but it's still going to be slow. If you don't withdraw for a period of time, and if anyone goes into this program without withdrawals for the first 12 months, you will see that the power in your second year to withdraw and your growth is bananas. Absolutely bananas money. So if we took a rhodium, for example, at a 50K investment that ended up with $824,000, okay, and during that year opened another 10 rhodium packages, well then it's good night. I mean, probably be coming to the next conference in a private jet. So this is the power of this program. Okay, the power of this program is you all, and I can't say this enough, you all need to sit down, get an idea of what you've got over in the crypto growth platform, work it out, bring it across accordingly in the areas and the levels that you want it to do that. Okay, now we haven't even touched on building a business yet. Okay, that's just cream at the end of the day. That's just going to be added to, these figures that will work. But I had a smarty today say to me, your program's a scam. And, his email was, billybullshit@gmail.com or something like that. So I actually entertained this guy because I was sitting at the airport waiting for my bags, and I said to him, "Oh yeah, why is that?" And he said, "Well, at 15.5%, I'm making $824,000 a year. So how are you going to sustain that?" Okay, so if we break that down for this poor idiot, it's 15.5% per week. So on a rhodium investment of 50 grand, the company could put that into something which would probably generate somewhere between 32% and 34% per week. Okay, that's how we do it. Now, as I said to you yesterday during my live, where the company places its money into, at say 50 grand, would attract a lot more than 15.5%, which we need to pay you. And that's how this thing works, okay? But if we have people that, and I think it's, figures are on my phone, beg your pardon, but I think if you had a $200 investment, sorry, let me stop there. In the past, if you made a 0.003, like for when we started, if you made a 0.003 and we drew, back then I think it was every day or every second day, you'd have absolutely no growth. Okay, so you would end up with 0.003 at the end of 100 and whatever days. This is no different. Okay, so if someone's starting off here with $200 and expecting to eat Russian caviar, it's not going to happen either. So, at the end of the day, if you invest 200 USD and you move that over 12 months, or four continuous contracts, you're ending up with $371 in profit over 12 months. Now, be it as it is, $371 profit over 12 months on $200 is sterling, absolutely sterling on a $200 investment. The power you can attract from doing that, and then kicking that $571 into two packages comes year number 2. And again, don't withdraw. Then you start seeing the magic build, and by the end of year 3, year 4, year 5, that caviar is starting to become realistic. So we have a very powerful platform here. It's I can't stress that enough. But this platform needs your intervention. Okay, it needs your planning, and it needs your implementing at the end of the day. So you need to sit down and say to yourself, this is what I'm going to do. And you're going to need to follow it. Okay, you're going to need to follow it. But I'm not sitting here to say to you, don't withdraw, I'm not telling you anything. What I'm saying is I'm trying to make the figures as easy as I can, and we're not chucking in withdrawals here to work. I'm just saying that these are the numbers you would get if you don't touch this. But Desiree, yes, you can. You can open as many contracts as you want in as many levels as you want. There's no limit to what you can do with that. But I had a guy today who I've had a lot to do with in this platform, who is probably I'd say probably close to the smartest guy on this platform, okay? And I'm going to tell you a story without telling you his name. So he started with us 1.5 hours after this platform launched on the 22nd of July 2018. And he kicked off with 0.003 BTC. 12 months later, this guy now has not made one withdrawal, has compounded his absolute booties off, partaken in absolutely not one promotion, has done absolutely nothing other than what the platform was designed to do. Okay? At the end of the day, what he has now, okay, the ability for what he can do right now is he's in between a platinum and a rhodium level. Okay, so that's where he is. So he said to me today, he said, yeah, Laurie, you remember me? Yes. He said, what do you think I should do? And I said to him, well, when do you need to withdraw? And he said, well, probably not a couple of years. I'd probably, want to start taking money out of the $35 that I put into this thing 12 months ago. So what we've worked out that he can do 1 gold, 1 silver, and 1 bronze. Okay? And with the leftover money that he has, he's going to leave that in his wallet, in the platform, and basically wait till he starts getting some earnings, and then he's just going to start kicking off a few more bronze wallets. We sat down and worked out, bronze packages, beg your pardon. We sat down and worked out in 18 months where he's going to be, and in 18 months' time, he and his family will enjoy a passive income of about $7.5K a week. All right. Now, this guy at the moment is earning somewhere around $2,500 a month. So for him, life's pretty cool. That is the power of this. For the people that have sat here and withdrawn their balls off and are sitting here scratching their head as to how they're going to make 200 USD, or they're pissed off because they're between an affiliate and a bronze and they're going to have to be an affiliate until they get enough to kick over into bronze, blah, 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 blah. That's your own doing. Your personal situation will not get any better under this platform if that's the way that you conduct yourself in here, because this is the same. I mean, at the end of the day, if you open up a bronze package and you have 2 people, one that doesn't withdraw and one that does, at the end of the day, the one that doesn't is going to have 40 grand, and the one that has withdrawn is going to be wondering where his money's gone. So at the end of the day, this is where we're at. You can compound with this system if you utilize it and you utilize the money to get yourself into the packages that you can. Okay, so realistically, you don't need to stay to 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 35 and 50, because remember that affiliate goes from 200 to 4,995. Bronze goes from 5,000 to 9,999. So if you end up with 8,700, you can still open a bronze package and you can still earn your 13.5%. If someone says the 13.5% a week is not good enough, sorry, man, but there's institutions for people like that. And I suggest you should check yourself in. So here is the basis of this compensation plan. Okay, now just to step through it again, affiliate at 10% on a 200 USD or equivalent in cryptocurrency investment. Okay, it's $571.22 without any withdrawals over 12 months. A bronze is 13% on a 5,000 USD or cryptocurrency investment over 12 months, no withdrawals, 40,786. Obviously, if you withdraw, it's less, right? Silver at 13.5 on a $10,000 USD or cryptocurrency investment, you'll end up with 94,865. If you're a gold package investor, 14% a week, 20,000 USD or the equivalent in crypto, 219,439 at the end of 12 months or 4 packages. Platinum at 14.5 on a 35k investment or equivalent in crypto, 441,889 without withdrawals at the end of 4 13-week program packages. Rhodium at 15.5 on a 50k USD equivalent crypto investment, and you cook at 824k. All right. So yes, you can use all coins to get involved. Okay, so I'm just going to give you something really simple, and for my mate Eric Whaley, that everything's so hard. You choose to open an affiliate package at 200 USD. You can make it up as 200 USD or the equivalent in BTC, LTC, ETH, XRP, Monero, Zcash, whatever you want. As long as they're the coins that we accept, you can make up 200 USD in those coins. At the end of the day, whatever coin you put in, the coin will be that you get paid in. So if you invest in Zcash, you will be paid in Zcash. Invest in BTC, you will be paid in BTC, so on and so forth. Mark Norton asks, if you lock in, your percentages increase. Exactly, they do. Haven't even bothered talking about that. Okay, haven't even bothered. You can lock in your money. You can lock in your crypto and your percentages go up, which means these go up and everything goes up. I'm just giving you the bare bones of what this is on the bare bones information that we have as far as returns go. From there, anything you go, whether you lock in, whether you buy more packages, whatever you do to compound, all that sort of stuff, these figures go upward, and this just keeps going upward. So Michael Higgins asks a good question. Can you lock in one package and not lock in the second? Absolutely. You can do whatever you like. You can have 5 affiliate packages locked in and 1 bronze that's not. You can have 1 rhodium locked in, 1 platinum locked in, 1 gold that's not, silver that's not, bronze that's not, and 10 affiliates that are locked in. You can do whatever you like. So it's all about giving you the freedom and giving you the ability to do these contracts the way that you want to do them. Can we renew the package by balance after the 13-week period? Yes, you can. Okay, so if you, Gabriella, if you have not withdrawn and you've built up enough in your balance to buy another package, away you go. That's what you can do. Okay, so I'm going to start taking questions now. If you've joined this chat late, please do not ask me something that we've already discussed. Write down your question and we'll ask it some other time. I don't want to keep repeating myself with this. And at the end of the day, please do not ask questions that are common sense. Okay, like I had a guy yesterday that said to me, okay, if I can only pull 25%, I obviously lose my other 75. I mean, why? Why would you lose it? What's the point of doing it? If we were here to take 75% and only give you 25% ever. I mean, it's just crazy. So please don't think about your question. Just because you can type doesn't mean you can ask something stupid. Please think about them, and I'll start taking some questions now and we can go from there. Vincent Mark, can I register already? Not yet. Not yet, unfortunately. We're not too far away, about 6 days. Simon Bowman's picking himself up off the floor. Bobby Seagal is coming in with some rhodium. That's good. Will the process of withdrawals after the 13-week contract period be automated or manual? Who cares? Who cares? Am I, from Jason earlier, we're still paying next month. Okay, so for those people that, with subscriptions, please wait. Hold off. Do not do anything as far as paying subscriptions for next month. If you've already paid them, no big deal. No one needs to panic. What we'll do is if you have already paid them and for some reason there is a difference in how these membership will work, we will reimburse you and then you can repay them again. But if you haven't paid them, don't pay them. If you have paid them, don't panic. Once we work out how the memberships are going to be finalised and what these figures are for membership is going to be finalised, we'll work it all out then. Okay, so no one needs to panic at that point in time. Can I pay a subscription for August today? No, I just finished saying do not pay subscriptions as yet until I let you know. Can we part transfer from platform to comp plan rather than But again, if you want to part transfer to the new platform, of course you can. If the balance you want to leave in the web platform, you can withdraw it under the conditions of the web platform. Okay, common sense stuff. Common sense stuff. If you've got 10 grand over here in the web platform, okay, and this opens and you only want to transfer 5, only transfer 5. And then withdraw the 5,000 on the web platform in accordance with the rules that will occur with withdrawals on the web platform. But bear in mind, stupidity here, if you leave $5,000 in your web platform, it's giving you no rate of return, it's giving you no rate of anything. So Brett, think about it a little bit. Why would you leave that there and withdraw it at 25%, leaving it there earning nothing? Think about it. Okay? Sit down and do some figures. If you bring the whole 10 grand over and let it click on it at 13%, with your withdrawals at 25%, you'd be probably better off. Okay? So let's just start using our brain a little bit rather than asking stupid questions. Okay? Let's move on. Hey Laurie, sorry, a little bit off topic. Any news for the applications of it? Mate, I've only just arrived back in Australia today, so I've got the weekend ahead of me, and then Monday I'm going 100 mile an hour on Visa cards. So we can go from there. So we can transfer whatever, then continue growing, absolutely. I'm going to transfer all over and start fresh. Mate, that's the perfect way to do this, and this is something that really does my head in at the end of the day, because we've got between Brett Ward and Eric Whaley, they sit here all day asking the same stupid questions over and over and over again, and they don't let common sense come into it, okay? Bottom line is, if you have something sitting somewhere earning nothing, how would you, or why would you, leave it there when you've got it sitting over here earning something? Okay, so the bottom line is, if you're going to have to leave your money in the web platform, withdrawing it at 10% per week, why wouldn't you just say, righto, well, I'm going to bite the bullet for the next month, bring it from web platform over to this new system. It'll give me enough then to do a bronze level at 13.5% per week. And rather than taking 10% out of here, I can take 25% out of here. Okay, you'll half the time of what you're going to withdraw, leaving it over there, plus you're earning 13.5% on your money. Common sense. Common sense. The other thing about common sense is that if we've got 25 coins and we've been beating our chest about our 25 coins, why won't you be able to deposit any of these amounts, the equivalent of the USD amount, in any of these 25 coins? We would have to be brainless now to be able to say, okay, well, we're not accepting 25 coins now, being that we've built this whole platform on 25 coins. Now we're not accepting them. Stupidity. It's common sense that we will accept 25 coins. It's just frustrating that it's the same two that are asking all the same silly questions. It just doesn't stop. Now, someone said before, Desiree, that's right, Desiree brought up an important point. The point is, can she, if she wanted to, open 50 of these contracts, 100 of these contracts? Well, the answer to that is, yes, you can. Yes, you can. So if you want to open or utilize this as the compounding methodology for you, rather than, being able to redeposit, as far as the old platform goes, that's how you would do it, okay? The people that sit here and devise plans, which have been fantastic. I've been getting emails from guys saying, "Hey, Laurie, what do you think of this?" There was one guy that came up with a plan as to how he could buy a contract every week, every week for 52 weeks, which would give him payouts for 52 weeks consistently and redeposit for another 52 weeks. And it would give him the ability to earn income for 5 years, as he's worked it out, 5 years earning income every week. Now, there's another guy that's come up with another plan, which has given him the ability to withdraw every day. How's that music to your ears? Every day. Now, that's the beauty of this program, is that you don't withdraw on one same day across all packages. So it's on the anniversary, it's the 7th day. So if you work out, I'm not going to tell you how to do it because this guy was pretty genius. The way he was going to do it would allow him to withdraw every day. So at the end of the day, every day, the way he's structured his investment, he will get a withdrawal every day. So now to answer the person's question before, if they're automated, I think I just did answer it. If they're going to be withdrawals happening every day, you work out whether they're going to be automated or manual. D. Washington, not the place to be bringing this up, mate. Go to support.rbcgbank.com and get off the live asking stupid questions. Any other questions? So what I'm going to do, Sam Daly says, are you still going to post example of a plan? What I'm going to do is I'm going to post an example of my plan. My plan, I'll post an example of that. And with my plan, I'm going to give you what my variations to my plan are going to be. And then it's for illustration purposes only. And at the end of the day, you can work it all out from there. Obviously, it's going to be different, and you can change that plan based on whatever level of investment you have. So it's I will do that over the next 24 hours, Sam, so you can have a look at that. What is the maximum USD for one rhodium package? 50,000 USD is the maximum. Now, if someone in here wants to discuss over and above $50,000 USD equivalent cryptocurrency deposit, you need to PM me directly. And then we can discuss that over and above what's on the package at the moment. So if you do want to invest more than the 50,000, you can, and there is obviously special privileges for people that want to do that. Are transfers to and from the exchange looking realistic? I don't know why you'd want to transfer to the exchange, but anyway. Any questions regarding the exchange, you need to speak to Bobby Cigar. That's where we are. Why not just get more than 150k package? Because if someone's come in with $100,000 and they want to keep it as one package, they would get a better rate of return. It's common sense. Desiree says, is that in fresh money or a transfer from platform? I missed your first part, Desiree, so come back at me with that first part of your question. I'm sorry. Oh, there you go. Craig's answered you. So there you have it. Bear in mind also, peeps, that one thing we don't, mate, I am going to talk to you like that because I don't sabotage your lives with any crap. So please don't do it to me. If you, D. Washington, if you want to chat, go to support. Don't jump on a live derailing it with your bullshit. Understood? So move on. bottom line with this system is if you have the ability to move within these packages and spread your money across the different levels within these packages, that will give you the power to obviously create other packages within these systems, which allows you to compound. So the bottom line with this is that there are going to be people that may spread their risk or spread their return across the different levels. That's quite okay. There's nothing wrong with yourself doing that. When it comes down to memberships, but on the membership payment, you will put your membership will be applicable to the highest level of membership that you have on here. Okay, so that's how it works. So you won't be paying membership on, every contract you have opened or every level. What will happen is you will pay a level of membership, and bear in mind too that if your because memberships are monthly, obviously. If you start off at silver and you pay, and then you reinvest into gold, well then obviously gold will be the level of membership that you will pay for the following month. So that's where we'll be. So the standard of that is not. It's not going to be a problem for affiliate, for example, because the affiliate, obviously, if you sign up a new member and it comes in as an affiliate, his first affiliate contract, I can tell you that it will be free. Okay, there will be no membership applicable to that person. Once he does open a second contract, then he will pay membership to the system. But for most of you guys that are, that have been on the crypto program already, but there will be some smarties out there that will try and manipulate the system, no doubt. Life and times won't be too long, but most of you will come over and obviously have got the ability to move through these systems with the money that you have got in the crypto growth platform. And, it wouldn't be affiliate that you'd be landing in. It'll be, something from bronze and above. I mean, it's fantastic to hear that there's going to be something like already that I know of, 5 or 6, 7 or 8, 9, 10 rhodium people, if not more, that will come into here, which is great. So is the fluctuation of a coin price or growth another plus for this system? Okay, so the fluctuation or the growth of any coin in our market for what we do and how we utilize it, of course it is. Okay, if the price goes up and we can get more bang for our buck on our investment, meaning we don't have to outlay as many coins to achieve the same amount of investment, well then it's obviously better. If it goes down and we've got adequate hedging on our coins at a price, like now, it's been fantastic. I mean, we've got plenty hedged at a nice high price. So if it was to drop its pants now, wouldn't really worry us too much. And that's the benefit of where we are. Okay, so with all due respect to the way this company invests its holdings, it's done on the fact that obviously when the price is high, we try and put as much as we can into a solidified fund that's not gonna drag down if the price goes down. So but obviously that's the advantage we've had over the past 6 or 7 weeks. But anyway, that's how we do things. Someone asked before how many packages you can buy. It's unlimited as to how many packages you can buy, but just bear in mind that you must buy every package is individual. If you end up with 24, and this is something we had a discussion at the airport, is if you have 24 packages, you will have 24 opportunities to withdraw. If you have 50, you'll have 50. If you have 1, you'll have 1. If you have 10, you've got 10. So that is where this plan is different, and it really does need to take, people need to take care with the way that they structure themselves. Someone said meetings start on the start of a new... Oh, sorry, I missed it. So Gene says, if I was to transfer my current balance from the platform to the new compensation plan, what are the options in regards to... And then this thing won't let me open. I would assume that you're saying what are in regards to investment. Mate, pick a platform, pick an amount, and put your money into that. It's as simple as that. Will you be able to transfer balances over more than once when you still got... Absolutely. Okay, so web platform, and like I said, this still needs to be confirmed, but obviously we're looking at the 1st of August as launch date. So come the 1st of August, you guys are going to have balances in the crypto growth platform that don't expire on the 1st, that may have 60 days to run, 70 days to run, 80 days to run, 90 days to run. So what will happen is you will continue to accumulate balances in the web platform, which you can continue to divert back over to here, or you can leave there to withdraw, okay? That's how this will work. Now, the only thing on the web platform, come the day that we start this, you won't be able to redeposit, and nor will you get any benefit of having that over there, per se. The only benefit you will get is obviously, the growth for a period of whatever your investments are lasting for over that. So it is really important that, when your balances get to a point over there, that you do flick them over into the new platform. Now, that's not going to be a withdrawal, okay? That will be a transfer. So here is the difference. If over here in the web platform, you accumulate, let's just keep it simple for Laurie's benefit. If you accumulate 200 USD equivalent in Litecoin, and you go, well, I'm not going to withdraw that, I'm going to flick it into an affiliate package here. You hit transfer, you enter 20 LTC, transfer, bang, over to the next platform, and that'll kick open a contract, okay? And that's it, simple as that. If it comes to a time where there's a withdrawal window open over here, and it's Friday, it's Friday, and you've got 20 Litecoin, and you've got 0.1 BTC, and you go, well, the 0.1 BTC, I'd rather use that for a weekend out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to withdraw 0.1, because you can, the window's open, 0.1, bang, that's out, because that's, your 10% or whatever it is of your 25% of your balance. And I'm going to flick 20 LTC and kick off the program in here. That's what you do. Okay, so at the end of all of this, as I've tried to say in as many different languages and as many different ways, this really, we're handing over the reins to you guys. You now will have complete control as to how you maneuver yourself through these plans, and it's entirely up to yourself. And it'll be interesting to see who makes it, and it'll be interesting to see who doesn't, because I think it will be interesting. Now, one thing I did want to make very clear is that there is absolutely nowhere in these programs to deposit $200 USD, okay, or 5,000 USD, 10,000, 20,000, 35 or 50,000. I had someone say to me an hour ago, I can have your bank balance so that I can deposit. I want to open a $35,000 USD and make a $35,000 investment. And I said, you can't do that. And he said, well, don't you want my money? And I said, no, I don't. It is $35,000 USD in equivalent cryptocurrency. Okay, so if you don't have $35,000 equivalent in cryptocurrency, you would go to the exchange, you would make a deposit via the exchange, you would then convert that to your BTC, and then you would fling it over here for investment. Okay, there is going to be no magic bank account on the platform to accept $200 USD. That will all be done out and through the exchange. Okay, so another question I wanted to bring to you guys, or not another question, something I wanted to discuss, the way this will work. If you have a spread of coins, and you may have, I don't know, 3 Litecoin sitting in your, not 3, because that's enough. You got 1.6 Litecoin sitting in your crypto growth. You haven't bothered activating it because it's only 1.6 Litecoin. You are going to have an opportunity to move that into the exchange. You will be able to withdraw to the exchange, and in the exchange convert it to the coin of your choice, be it whatever. So what we're going to do is there's a lot of people that have got or did want to convert unwanted coins. What we're going to do is, once Bobby Segal gives us a green light, for those that are inactive, you will be able to move them over to the exchange and convert them to the coin of your choice. I think that's the easiest, the cleanest, and the best way to do that. And we will do that once I have an opportunity to speak to Bobby and get that qualified through him. If it's an inactive coin sitting in the web platform, and you wish to convert it to something else, we will allow you to move it, withdraw it from the web platform to our exchange wallet, and then we'll allow you to convert it to a coin of your choice. Now, bear in mind, we also are now taking purchases of cryptocurrency via credit card. Speak to Bobby Segal. We are obviously also doing fast remittance deposits through our bank account through the exchange. Speak to Bobby Segal, 1-800-BOBBY for help. And, there are a lot of things that are open to you guys now for you to be able to utilize to get involved. So that's ideally where we're heading with all of this. Now, what I want to do is I want to do a live tomorrow night, and I want to do a live on the fact of utilizing my the plan that I'm going to be using, and give people an idea of how I would attack my investment. Hang on. Can we use the balance of an inactive coin to transfer to a new contract if it's above minimum deposit? I don't really understand that, Desiree, but I think if I do understand what you're saying, the answer is yes. If it's above and you want to make it, like, so if you've got a minimum, you've got the 200 in there and you want to add an extra $20 or whatever in Litecoin, yes, you can. But what I was getting back to is, so subs will still be for web platform? No. So, mate, the subs for the web platform will stop as soon as this starts. Memberships will take over, and I'll go through this membership breakdown tomorrow, if you don't mind, Chris. But I will add the membership breakdown tomorrow. I'll come at you with what the new memberships will be to be part of this comp plan, and I think you're going to be happy because they're actually pretty good. So tomorrow night's live, we'll go through my investment strategy for illustration purposes only. For yourselves, it'll give you an idea of the way I'm looking at it. And then also what I am going to discuss tomorrow is the RBCG lifestyle platform, which is for your retirement fund. And I think it's exciting because at the end of the day, you're gonna be able to, utilize this as your passive income, lock money away there for when you want to, call it a day and go out and enjoy your life. And, you're going to have the best of both worlds. that's going to be basically ticking away for you for the day that you decide that you want to go and lie in Marbella soaking in the sun for the next 20 years. So do want to talk about that tomorrow, which is exciting. I want to talk about the memberships, obviously, and how they're going to be structured. And I also want to give you an idea of how I'm looking at doing this and how I'm going to look at attack it. Sorry, Desiree, I finally got you. Will there be a transfer facility to the new comp plan as opposed to the exchange? Yes, there will be. So there will be a transfer button on the web platform to dive across into this new comp plan without having to go to the exchange. The only thing that's going to need to go to the exchange are the people that have got inactive coins that are sitting there. They're not going to activate them, so we will allow them to throw them over into exchange, throw in a trade, and change it to something else. Okay? So that's where we are. Just quickly, on a lifestyle platform, retirement fund, pension fund, whatever you want to call it, there is an absolute screaming need for people to secure their funding for their own retirement. And this is what this is. This is what this will give you. And it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not something that you can dive in and dive out of in the next 6 months. It's obviously something that you're going to have to have a look once we put it together, and or once I bring it to you and get an idea of where it sits and where it fits for you guys. It may not be suitable for people, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. But there's means in Australia here, for example. They're consistently talking about how you set yourself up to self-fund your retirement. In some countries of the world, there's nothing. And, people are just expected to live in fresh air when they retire. And that's why everybody's, working till they're 155 because they have no money to retire. So, in theory, that's what we're trying to eliminate by our lifestyle platform, which will make a lot more sense when we talk about it tomorrow. But something really exciting and something that I've been working on now since November 2018. How it will fit, it's a totally different platform to these. It's a basically set and forget, a top up, set, forget, and top up, set, and forget. And that's all you need to really do with it until the day that you're out wanting to call it a day and jump in your Winnebago and tour around and do Route 66 and so forth. So exciting for that. But with my investment strategy that I'll put to you is that obviously I'll disclose to you the coins that I follow, and I'll disclose to you how I will be attacking these particular platforms. I did give you a brief insight into, the revelations that my wife's now discovered with reference to this, and how she's, sitting down there, working out her little strategies to what, she can do with what she wants to do in here. My methods are, obviously, I have a life and a family and expenses as well. This is how I will see, my future with RB through here as an individual, as me, and how I'm going to make it work for myself, because I think it's absolutely amazing that we can drag out, something like this. To sit down and be able to say that you can basically look at, $824,000 over a 50K investment over 12 months is bananas. And I think it's fantastic that we can bring this on for our members at this stage. And like I said, set and forget it, and let it roll on as long as we go. One other thing that someone did ask before, and I saw the question come through here, is that if you want to make additional deposits, how will you do them? you will do them the same way that you're doing them now. So with this particular platform, you will hit deposit, and it will give you a web address, a BTC address, LTC, whatever you're depositing, and you will make a deposit in exactly the same way. Okay. I am 100% convinced that what we've delivered here, and once people start to understand its power, it will blow your mind. And is it a disciplined plan? Yes, it is. Is it going to take people, or is it going to allow people to abuse it? No, it's not. But the benefit is, and as we've said a million times now, it is the fairest system for both member and company that I think I've seen in a long time. And I think if you sit down and work out the benefits for member, benefits for company, it is probably the closest thing to equilibrium that you can find. So I'm very excited about that. So is there any other questions that we need to talk about? If you pay 12-month membership on the bronze and after 6 months you get to silver, how do you pay the extra membership cost? Well, you know what, Ben? Here's the thing. If you pay 6 months, it's bad luck RBCG. Yes, you've paid for 6 months, so you can dance around the levels as much as you want. If you pay for 12 months, the only time you're going to get poleaxed is if you pay a bronze membership and, you know, you're sitting up around rhodium, someone's going to tap you on the shoulder and say, Benny, what have you done? But, you know, if you're fair and reasonable with this, and we will know where you're sort of sitting. But if you pay 6 months and you pay a membership at silver and, you know, around the 5th month you're dancing up to platinum, mate, we're not going to care. In fact, we're going to be happy that that, you know, you've made such an advancement. But as anything, you know, we have got a lot of people that push the envelope. They don't like it when they get caught, but you know, there's a lot of things in place that allow us to you know, to see what happens here. And there are, like I said, people that can't help themselves, but we would obviously rely on the fact that, you know, your first deposit will dictate where you're going to be. But if you make a deposit into bronze and pay your membership as a bronze, and 2 days later you're making a deposit into silver, you're going to be receiving a message from me, and I don't think you're going to be liking it. Alrighty, so good point. Anyone else with some questions? If you're happy with your 15% earning a week, can you withdraw 50% of this earning after 13 weeks? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. What's happened with deposit after this 91-day period? How can we open another contract with this fund? Man, I've just answered that. So at the end of the 91-day period, your balance is all in your account. Okay, it's all there. Everything. What you've earned is all there. What you do with it from there is up to you. We're not going to sit here and say, hey, guess what? You need to make a withdrawal, a deposit now. It'll just sit there. And, you know, like I said, the L plates have come off this now. We're not a babysitting service. So you make an investment, you follow its time, and you do what you need to do with regards to that investment. At the end of 91 days, there's no dancing girls that come out and say, hey, by the way, this is how it's all over. It's not how it works. At the end of 91 days, it expires and your money just sits in your account. And that's how it goes. Anyone else for a question? Oh, Laurie, sorry if this is already asked. If we have multiple contracts, do we need to pay more? No. There's one membership. Okay, one membership payment allows you to go as bananas as you want. So, no. If one starts with affiliate membership level, then we come into more money, and can we do high deposits levels? Yes, you can, Tiz. So you can move through this at any time. Can we add current web platform balance from 2 or 3 coins to add up one contract like silver or gold comp plan? Okay, so what you would need to do is you can only go in one coin, right? So if you're going to do a silver deposit of 10 grand, it can't be 2.5 Bitcoin, this LTC, ETH, whatever. So what we've done is we've got an exchange now, so you can move your money out into that, do the trade to the coin, bring it back into the platform as a deposit under that coin. So if you have got a combination of BTC, LTC, and Ethereum, and it adds up to 10 grand, well, then what you would do is you would bring your LTC and ETH into the exchange, convert it to BTC, kick it back into a contract as BTC would be the smartest thing to do. But that's what you will be able to do. Yes, mate, a hoodie for a t-shirt. She's bloody cold here in Brisbane, so we've come from 35 degrees to 13. So it's not it's not good fun, I can guarantee you that. Hey, Laurie, is it better to have multiple packages or one lump sum? Okay, here's my opinion. Okay, this is my opinion on multiple packages or just one. If you want to give yourself diversity and you want to give yourself cash flow, obviously multiple packages is probably the best thing to run with. Okay, so without giving his name, there was another guy that contacted me yesterday. Now, he's sort of in one of these positions where hasn't got a lot of money but wants to increase his cash flow. So we worked out with his is that we would split one gold membership over, so we'd split the 20 grand rather than go into gold. We'd do one silver and 2 bronze. Okay, now the reason for that is that would enable him to have payments come through if he chooses to take them 3 a week. Okay, so the way that he wants to do that is he wants to have the ability to, to say, no, I'm not going to withdraw today, or, yes, I am. And he wanted that capability 3 times. So realistically speaking, that's up into the own individual. As I said, I had a guy that sent me through a proposal that allowed him to withdraw every day. That's good for him. It's 7 investments at 7 different times, gives him withdrawals every day. So be it. What is the value of the RBCG coin with reference to opening a contract? Okay, well, here's a secret. The RBCG coin has been revalued, and we will be releasing its revalue tomorrow. Okay. Now, as I said once before, and we've had plenty of people turn around and cash in their coins for BTC, LTC, and Ethereum. So based on that, the RBCG coin has had an increase in value. The reason why I'm not telling you now is because it has to come as an official announcement. And at the end of the day, all I'm saying is it has had an increase. I'm not telling you how much it is or how much it's not. However, in theory, there's been some very intelligent people that have been buying them. And it's interesting because those people that have bought them and those people that have held them are in for a pleasant surprise. So the RBCG coin is undergoing a revaluation, and that will be announced tomorrow. So that's where we are at this point in time with the RBCG coin value. So there you go, without saying any more. It is a cheeky smile, and it's great because I love it when a plan comes together. That's awesome. So anyone else reference to the comp plan, please? Anyone reference to the comp plan? This is a comp plan live, and it will stay that way. So anyone else with any other questions with reference to the comp plan? So, as I said, tomorrow's live is membership, lifestyle platform, RBCG coin value, and also I'll get an update on withdrawals at that stage, which I haven't had an opportunity this afternoon since getting back. So I will get an update at that. Simon Bowman going in with a 50k throw-in. Well, that's good. Andy Gledhill, that's good to see you floating around, mate. I didn't expect to see you being alive at this point in time after 18 hours on a plane and a 4-hour drive. And just quickly, look, thanks once again to the people that joined me in Bali. Thanks very much for everyone that supported us from home. It's been an interesting 5 days, and the time that we shared there was for me will be unforgettable. It is just it was unbelievable, and obviously very, very sad to say goodbye to everyone at the end of the day. But there was, as I said to Doug John at the airport last night, I said to him, I said, some of the friendships that have been forged over this 5 days, beg your pardon, will be around for a long time. So thanks once again for everybody that participated. People from home, Wen Watson, Jay, Trish, everybody that participated from home. Thank you for making it all possible. And all as good as it really was, because everyone that was in Bali felt fantastic to have all you guys being part of what we were doing. And the bottom line is that we've got a fantastic admin crew led by some of the most loyal, supportive people that we could ever hope for. Luke Fleming, a fine example. Shane, Jason. We've got a senior management crew, Helen Coleman, that didn't drop the ball while we were in Bali and didn't sit in a corner crying in disgust because she couldn't come. She was there holding up the fort. Safra, Darren. I mean, everyone was there to assist, and it felt like you were all there. And next year it'll be a totally different thing. And that's what we did say. We did say it'll be funny because this will be the first year anniversary, and next year it'll probably be a huge year anniversary with heaps more people to share that time. But one in particular person, Trish Pearson, that joined us, which is Doug John's beautiful partner, for her input and her explanation. I thank you so much for being who you are, Trish, because you're an amazing person, and I'm blessed to have shared the time with you over there and putting together this plan and discussing it and tearing it apart and putting it back together again, and firing questions at Doug to make sure that this thing hasn't got any holes in it. And after 6 or 7 months of working on it, Doug stood the test of time with the critiquing, and it was amazing. But this plan is going to be the best moving forward. And like I said, it if people can actually embrace it and utilize it, it's going to be amazing. So Let's move on for live tomorrow night. As I said, it's going to take on memberships. You're going to get to see how I'm going to maneuver myself around this comp plan as well as investing in it. The valuation on the RBCG coin and how we will arrive at it. Anyone that's been holding them is going to be smiling, no doubt. But for now, yes, just quickly, sorry, one thing I did forget. On our first year anniversary, I mentioned that we were going to be adding 1,000 RBCG coins to people with, all the members that had exchange accounts. I'm hoping that hopefully Bobby Seagal's had enough sleep and he can get into the exchange and start doing that. But I will be talking to Bobby probably soon, and I'll make sure that happens. So we're going to be talking tomorrow night about RBCG lifestyle platform, which is just around the corner. And the bottom line is, as I said, we move through these things to get to the ultimate road, which is where we're all heading. So if that's it for now, I'm going to be online for a couple of hours. I'll be online tomorrow. Jay Strumman, yes, I did, mate. It is there. I haven't actually read it, but I will get to it. So thanks very much. I appreciate your time. I hope we cleared up some questions and some answers. I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow night. Thanks very much. God bless. Talk to you soon.